Yes, check one. All right, this might still be somewhat of a clusterfuck. Let's see. Let's check one. All right, this might still be somewhat of a clusterfuck. All right, that's not bad, I guess. I support hose. What's up, you guys? B and Josh C's is in the house. I am doing this on the laptop tonight, and we're streaming in 1080, so that's kind of cool, I guess, right? And I don't have to have a microphone in front of my face, and it doesn't sound terrible. It's just that this this is an Asus gaming laptop that I got for Mrs. V in 2020 when I bought my desktop that hasn't been shut off in 6 years. But it never gets used. She's not I mean, she wasn't like a gamer, like, with all the controls. She just liked to go online and play games or whatever. But I guess that was then. So it never got you. It still hasn't been used much, and it's just such a badass computer. It's a laptop. It has fucking what, two USB ports, and they're the 3.0, so that's cool. But some cards, and it has an HDMI port and an audio input that's supposed to be reversible and automatically detect it. Like, it can either be a mic input or audio out, and it never fucking works right for me. So I don't have any way. We can fuck around with that later if I find some clips to play. I don't think I have any. I have to have my audio down. Last night when I was testing this, it was I got some feedback, so I'm like, all right, I'll kill the speakers. Possibly if I had like some external speakers, but I got a headset that I haven't used in about a year, so they're dead, but they are synced with this, like some Bluetooth headphones. No, nothing's back to normal. B, how you feeling, sister? I'm looking at you guys over here now. Yeah, I'm surprised because it's just awkward. Like, I just have this fucking laptop just fucking propped up in front of me because I usually use my drafting table where I have a couple monitors for my desktop. But yeah, my camera took a shit. It was working. I tried it a couple times. It would flake out to that white screen, and then I fucking tapping on the motherfucker. It started working. It's sketchy. I think it's burnt. It would get hot after a while. What a lot of crazy shit that was today, huh? With Trump. So now I'm sitting here fucking running two mouses because though I have another screen, another monitor hooked up to this laptop, it won't let me extend them. For some reason, the extended monitor keeps saying the signal isn't fucking strong enough. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's fucking plugged straight into the computer. I think it'd be better if I could get used to this, though. I have to say, oops. Oh, see, now I fucked off. Move this over just a little bit more. Yeah, I didn't know if I really felt like streaming. I really kind of did. I don't know. Can't sit still. Spring is going to be here, I think, after tomorrow. Yeah, so there was a lot of fucking crazy shit, though. That dude is completely bonkers. I did not hear his quote about Cuba until just a little while ago on Laura's stream, I believe. I don't know, I had it playing. And he said he's gonna not take or um, free people or do some sort of missions. He will have Cuba however he wants and do anything he wants with it. He can do. Oh man, it was fucking crazy. The dude was fucking nuts today. It was one of those things. I wish I would have caught the cabinet meeting or the board meeting or whatever the fuck it was. I don't even know what the first one was about. I was watching it in Lolo's stream or listening along with them guys. Um, but then so it was less than 2 hours later he did that fucking EO signing from the Oval Office and man, he was fucking nuts. I knew it was going to be insane. I mean, the dude, he just, he spent, it's like, I don't know if he nodded at all during that board meeting or whatever the fuck it is. It wasn't a cabinet meeting. It was, oh, board meeting for the Kennedy Center. That's right. Sorry, this is annoying me. I gotta move it so I can see that monitor all the way. There was like this much of the monitor that I couldn't see because this fucking laptop and my OCD was like, you gotta move that. This is like one extremely sketchy setup I got going on here. Yeah, yesterday was really nice for us here in West Michigan, and then it finally got down to like freezing sometime very early in the morning, like 2, 3 in the morning. And it is now yeah, 20 degrees. But we didn't get nowheres near the snow that they were saying we could have, which was awesome. We didn't even get an inch of snow, but it was windy as fuck. It's still windy, 20-mile-an-hour winds, and it's 20 degrees. But yep, now they're even calling for no snow tomorrow. It was supposed to be fucking coming down. I mean, those storms, as you guys see, they went across fucking half the country from Texas all the way up to here. Wow, this is kind of nice not having to fucking be on my microphone all the time. But Michigan, West Michigan we get our fair share of snow, so I was like, good, fuck off. Just the way that storm moved across where the breaks were in it, my area didn't get hit. I got some snow and freezing rain quite a bit north of me, and I don't know if it was just maybe some snow, but some rain south of me. Yeah, I have an old we this is an old farmhouse, Josh. Probably can't really tell, but the I was talking about it last night or the night before. The ceiling behind me is sloped because it's literally those barn style um rafters. Yep, this thing's fucking drafty. It has a nice breeze year round. One half of it's old. One half of it was built in 46 and the other half was built in 2007. I'm ready for a fucking Northern California, Southern Oregon plot that's obviously gonna have to be, I don't care if it's a couple hours off the ocean, whatever, to be a reasonable price. Just have to find some fucking cheap work locally to maintain. Yeah, that is kind of a bummer. This is a little bit of a bitch. Like, I start fucking opening up windows. Oh no, I will be able to still see you guys. But I won't be able to. It might be a fucking pain in the dick. Oh, is that why? That was why. I didn't know there was another window. I'm like, man, the fucking desktop audio is going mad for some reason. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's weird. I don't know if my eyes are tired or if it's a little bit odd looking at this fucking little screen. It's like right in my face. I don't know. Anyways, the motherfucker was all over the place, was he not? Saying that presidents, former presidents, he wasn't going to name who, people that he likes, honestly, he likes people, to be quite frank. I'm sure much of what I just said wasn't paraphrasing. Called him and told him, you did what I could never do. I guess in reference to taking out the Ayatollah. Bull fucking shit, motherfucker. My guess is the best former presidents that are the best of friends, and probably it would be, I'm sure Obama and Clinton get along fine, but my guess is that Obama and George W. get along probably equally as well, if not better. I mean, I know Michelle and uh, George W. Am I yelling? Jesus. I know Michelle and George W. do a lot of fucking diplomatic things together. Two presidents that actually might respect each other and get along aren't fucking calling each other and congratulating each other on fucking not I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. It's the same way I was thinking earlier. Some fucking dipshit was asking somebody else if they had served in the Chud chat, if they had served in the military. It's like, you know what? People who served in the military, I promise you, I don't give a fuck who they are, aren't in chat, in a social media chat, talking about it. Ever. It might get mentioned. And I know you guys have probably seen this. Most folks just do not, and I'm not saying it isn't possible, but 99.9% of anybody who's served for any length of time at any level, they just don't, it's, and I can't explain why that is, but it's just something they don't do. You don't, it's a matter of respect for one thing, I think, that's just, in, trained, ingrained in them from, the get-go. That it's, our business is our business, and it's not, and also hopefully that it's not something that you just run around fucking going, this is what we did, blah, blah, blah. And I get that there's folks that have done some, been in some incredible positions like in the CIA and whatnot, right? Intelligence. And and I think it's cool. I enjoy some of those stories, but it's like, honestly, for the most part, I think that most enlisted folks, I've been around for a long time. Just don't see a lot of people yapping much about their time serving at all. So I guess is what I'm getting at is that you see somebody fucking going on and on about it, I'd be questioning it. But Trump is a fucking douche canoe. Motherfucker playing with model airplanes today and telling war stories that were and I couldn't even listen to it because I've listened to him tell the fucking story about last June or whatever. But then he fucking went into some fucking role playing thing towards the very end of the shit show where he did some fucking pretendsy thing with one of the reporters. He's like, would you do that? What, should I do this? Mr. And he starts talking in a funk, and then not just for a second, right? Fucking 5-10 minutes. It's like, holy shit, dude. Human, cheers to you, my brother. God damn it. See, I can't see my fucking software. Hang on. There I am. What a complete fucking shit show this is. This is when I should be doing the show behind the screen. Yep. That's what happens when a fucking dumbass Gen Xer who's always fucking decades behind the times starts getting his hands on shit he doesn't know how to control. If only Trump was a mere douche canoe paddling up shit creek. All right, human, you finish it. If only Trump was a mere douche canoe. Holy. I'm dumbfounded. I always say I'm fucking speechless lately, but then I never am really speechless, but oh, you know what? See, humans comment just fucking clicked with me too. If only he was a mere douche canoe. That's right. Like he could still be the same asshat. I mean, if he did, he couldn't go around invading country. He could try, you know, right? He's got money. It's like, Donald, just get yourself a big boat and go fucking raise hell with some people, motherfucker. Leave us out of that shit. To start fucking pulling up the fucking beaches like, I'm here and I have a 9 iron. Yeah, I don't make speeches, just bumper stickers. I almost told you guys why we're streaming that fucking Oval Office fucking nonsense. You know how he's fucking. This is how fucked up I am, but I was feeling good today. How the motherfucker's decaying. I'm like, man, I should do a fucking try and do a impersonation of him and use fucking lunch meat for my face. And then I started thinking, and it could peel off. And because he's such a fucking swine, I could start taking chunks of it and eating it. Yeah, yeah. Those dabs must be alright, but more, I'm just like, holy fuck. This is what the guy who said to inject bleach is running around with the fucking in control of the world's most powerful military ever in history. I mean, it's every day is mind bending. Every time I listen to him, I think this is the craziest shit I've ever heard. And then the next day or a day or two later, he has another fucking presser. Stephen Miller literally said that there were fucking Jesus Christ. I only caught some of Thankfully, I don't hear that dude speak too much. Trump is just insane. I guess the least I could start doing is fucking taking some notes if I'm not going to be able to function properly for a minute with this laptop. But I think I'm going to try to continue streaming with it for a little while. Wish I could get the other monitor to fucking be a different one or extended though. But his fucking his comments on Fox News, whatever, at the end of last week, um, about the problem. I mean, oh my God, Inhuman, it fucking make fucking sin. Holy shit. I guess, I was, it's what kills me. It's like, motherfuckers, you're making me, not making me, I'm fucking dressing back to primal instincts and just like, that fucking broad has to be fucking struggling. I mean, she is so irate, and it's like, this motherfucker said he was going to fucking liberate folks, and then in an interview with Fox News, he's saying they're genetically defective, or he said it genetics is the problem with these people. And it's like, what do you mean? What people? And it's like, holy motherfucking shit. The It wasn't Brett Baer, it was some other fucking douche canoe. What do you mean? You can't say, what do you mean it's in their genetics to be fucking, to wanna fucking be martyrs and hate America? That's what it was. It's genetics to hate. They hate America. It's in their genetics. Absolutely insane. Anybody think we have a problem yet? If you just vote for me this time, you'll never have to vote again. You guys know old TV doesn't ever want to suggest that we should go breaking the law or violating the Constitution that we are fighting tooth and nail for right now, right? Yeah, I don't know. They're probably getting there, human. I mean, I can't say all the people of Israel, right? That's the problem. It's like with the fucking mosque uh terrorist attack there in here in Michigan, or Trump saying it's a genetics issue with, like, I don't know if it's just Iranian people or folks who choose to be Muslim, or if it's Middle Eastern folks, you know what I mean? Uh, Netanyahu is a fucking whack job, brother. I have a whole lot to say about the issues we are seriously under with Israel. Like, it's a huge, like, Israel. I can't fucking slice the pie perfectly, but between Trump's complete fucking Plato brain and how Netanyahu is able to fucking not only just manipulate the hell out of this cocksucker douche canoe, for fuck's sake, they're just terror. I mean, where does it fucking end? I don't pretend to fucking think anything that's gone on for all these hundreds of years or whatever the fuck in the Middle East is somehow easy to resolve or ever will be, but I think most of us see when any country is going too far, and right now it's Russia going too far, the United States going too far, Israel been going too far. I mean, for fuck's sake, Israel has killed over 1,000 people in Lebanon already in what, the last week and a half or some shit? Maybe even a shorter time than that. They are fully taking advantage of Trump's fucking protection. I can't help but wonder how much, if like, when the fuck was it? I guess, would it have been during, was it in June when Trump bombed their shit? Then they reached, I don't know. Anyways, the last fucking skirmish where us and a lot of other NATO allies came to help knock Iranian missiles out of the air, right? Headed for Israel. I wonder how much of that, how many, you know, Western European countries or otherwise are participating in Israel's defense through this right now. Yeah. Yeah, I think most folks don't, Josh. Like Josh says, I'm sick of people being grouped in with the administration of their country. I sure as hell don't want to be presumed to be like Trumpies. No, and maybe you get around too quite a bit, brother. I certainly do. I'm fucking always yapping to, you know, certainly mostly other English speaking countries, but you know, all over. Like I have a decent friend that's French native and she streams and we become decent friends. So it's they all kind of struggle with some of, you know, with exactly the same issues that we do. It's just thankfully for them and all of us that they haven't elected someone going like Trump. It's tough. Yeah, I agree with you. But on the other side of that, and you probably heard me say so, it's like I feel like even though obviously a lot of us that may hang around here did not vote for Trump and would not have, but man, as Americans, it's still fucking our fix. So he said he would, maybe I didn't get to Cuba yet. He said he was, you know, he called the fucking same people that, in these cocksuckers douche canoes that support him are, some of them are still saying that he's, they're so appreciative, they're so, and I'm not saying that there isn't people, and that maybe that would be that probably would be the ideal situation if somehow they were able to break free from any sort of authoritarian rule or not having free and fair elections, right? At whatever level. We're not going to be able to install that. I think we gonna have to. It's not. It's just not gonna fucking happen. We're not gonna install that in the smallest of countries, third world countries. Iran is not a third world country, and it's like, fuck, man. That's not what's happening. There's like it was the last I seen it was 2.3 million people displaced mainly from Tehran. It's like we could not control that city or it would be a full-time job to control Tehran with the maximum number of troops that we had at any given time in Iraq and or Afghanistan, 200,000 plus. What about the rest of the fucking country? I wish, and it's like, I don't see this how fucked up shit is. It's like, I'm sitting here trying to fucking rationalize this, and it's like, there's nothing rational about it. There's nothing rational about an occupation of Iran. For one, it's just absolutely impossible. Absolutely impossible unless we had just fucking 30 other countries going balls in, and it would be it would be a complete, you know, disaster like mankind has never done, right? There's no more control doing this kind of shit at this point in 2026. We can't, no matter how great the technology gets, without wiping out whole fucking countries of people instantly, right? Like that's the thing. Like, yeah, we might find ways to do it other than nuclear weapons, where we can just do insane, you know, great amounts of damage and death instantly, right? Like with, just for instance, a small example, whatever was used there in Venezuela on the whatever Maduro's guards. Shit. Is that because that's it? You don't, what was it, fucking, God, I can never remember how to say his name. It's so most fucked up. Who's fucking Morning Joe's partner there? God damn it, I'm drawing a blank on everything. Anyways, Zabinski or Brzezinski was her dad, and he said it's easier now to kill a million people than it is to control them. And it wasn't like because we can just, you know, blow the living fucking shit out of large areas or groups of people. It's because you can get away with it now easier than controlling them. Hey Bear, what's up, sister? Cheers to you. Kate, cheers to you, sister. Brzezinski, yeah, thank you, Mika. I've never had a real issue with her, but I didn't watch a lot of MSNBC. I can't really do Joe Scarborough drives me a little bit nuts. But I never minded Mika. But yeah, her dad was some sort of fucking dignitary or politician. I know I mean, I guess it can't be told how be beat up too badly. I was probably pretty damn young when he was. No, I know Kate gets that a lot. The other night, I think a couple folks, a couple of our long timers thought it was Kate Broom. Kate, we have a longtime fucking YouTube family member that's in Belgium, but her name's always been Kate Broom, I think. So I don't know, but people seem to think people that there's nothing wrong with that. It's good being Kate Broom is a fucking. I kind of been wondering where she be. I can struggle, a bear. I have to. One thing I found out is that I've a few times on streams I put together some video clips and a half a dozen pictures, right? And then I had Ask AI to summarize the subject for me, right? And might have asked to give a little bit, somewhat of a sarcastic or scathing rebuke of, you know, maybe Trump's response or this or that. And it's like, no matter what I did, it just wasn't my flow, right? Like it wasn't a difficult read. It just isn't. And I've struggled with that every fucking night. I'm like, I want to prepare shit because I care that much, but it is so fucking robotic. Even if I write the shit myself, go because I am not a fucking writer. I mean my grammar writing skills are so lousy that I would probably struggle reading my own shit fluidly. I don't know. So that means I just gotta stay on top of stuff and fucking sit here and yeah. I feel like I got no control tonight. Just the occasional mouse I can click. We are streaming in 1080 tonight though, you guys. How fucking cool is that? Not much cooler than any other night. Hey Bear, I thought about fucking hassling you. I just, I love you if it was something that whenever you had time for, yeah, you would be able to. I really want. Mac is a fucking good writer. I would really like to have find some way to collaborate with folks in that way. But man, you guys, honestly, you know what TV would like? I would seriously love some sort of on-screen partner, some sort of. Could be a dog or a person or a tree. I mean, I don't have no problem, as you see, fucking running my mouth for a couple hours at a time by myself, but I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be groovy to have somebody to fucking lean on so I could just sit back and suck cocktails. Look at my eyes, for fuck's sake. I don't know why I'm so fucking beat up lately. Marcel Marceau. Was Mr. Bear holding you back? I'm thankful we didn't get a shit ton of snow. It's cold now. It's gonna be cold all day tomorrow. And then I'm like really thinking, hoping that's gonna be the end of it. The shit fucking, who knows though? I mean, it's still not even spring yet. What do we got about, what's the date today? 16th? So we got like 3.5 days, 4 days or something until the first day of spring. Kind of bummed out too using the Lappy, even though, man, this it's so fucking. The graphics on the screen is small, but holy shit, does it look good next to my fucking 15-year-old monitors. Kind of bummed I don't have all my extras goodies like fucking sound bites and stuff and punk rock music. I know B is bummed about that. She loves those fucking those tunes. The plugs are her jam. I got mindless contentment. Human says art stuff away from the fucking keyboard for a minute. For a few. Away. Maybe it's just away from keyboard. You need. I think you left out an F in there. What do you mean by art stuff? Is that code for smoking dope? Yeah, I could do that too. How long we been at this? Almost an hour. I try to wait an hour before I do a BRB. I am going to make another cocktail. Like, I always have to force myself to sit here and do this shit because you guys know how hard it is to fucking. I mean, especially with this chat sometimes. It's fucking ruthless in here. Even though everybody's been really pleasant tonight, and I appreciate it because my fucking ass hurts after fucking listening to Trump twice. God damn it, you guys. Look, I'll try to be good about this. But I has to ask you, what is is it not the cult? Charles Manson didn't commit any of those murders himself, did he? I don't know, maybe that's not all that fucking humorous. But you see, you get my point. Hitler was just a short, angry guy without anybody fucking following his fucking whack job orders. What are we going to do with these people? And I mean that in a way. I assume that nobody would think that I mean concentration camps or um, re-education camps for fucking 80 million Trump voters. It would be too expensive. But anyway, there couldn't possibly be a medical reason, could there? Like just some sort of fucking, you know, we're not all exactly the same, like I take on my parents' traits, you guys do, so on and so forth. So are these fucking Trumpers? Are their parents' traits? Some of them cuckoo? Do they got the fucking what the fuck gene? I know Trump is just fucking making genetic fucking derogatory comments about, I guess, Iranians or Muslims or whatever, but I'm asking it seriously, like, is there something, is there some sort of offshoot of fucking Homo sapien that has regressed in just some certain way that we don't see normally because they're able to mostly function and do what we all do, raise families, whatever your definition of raising a family might be, I guess, for a Trumper. Work. drive a car, maybe vote. Oh, in real time? Oh, ARL. See, you typoed and I misread. I thought it said art. It's so far away, like 3 feet away, and it's already blown up to like 150. A Bear says, I'm wondering about our MAGA chatters. Waving high seems to me they are quietly jumping ship. People interest me, A Bear, so I get it. I don't fucking get all worked up about these people thinking any of us are obsessed with. They are serious. It's like, and I don't give a fuck, but I don't necessarily just mean they're like going to a zoo, right? Like talking with some of those folks is, it's like going to a zoo. There's no way in hell, though, sister, that these motherfuckers can possibly. I don't. Even folks like some of the most demented, like, and I don't know who exactly because fucking mass murders and shit were just never a fucking hobby for me like it is for some folks. But folks that clearly knew they were doing wrong and maybe it even bothered them and they, for whatever reason, they would do the most heinous things anyways. There's just no way in hell very many of them are as fucking stupid and ignorant. I mean, it can't be, right? Like, I'm only one person, but I see you guys all I see a lot of folks that I tend to agree with. There's, there's no fucking way that they can't possibly understand the reality of what's happening. Even if you're such a fucking screwed up person that you can justify somehow going into Iran and taking out the Ayatollah. And here's my fucking every stream disclaimer about this. Nobody's fucking shedding any tears for the fucking Ayatollah being taken out. We aren't holier than fucking thou libs and fucking just, you know, sky screaming, fucking blind faith, bleeding hearts. When do we stop? When do we make some sort of fucking change in society? Why the fuck should this wasn't a needed war? There was no need to. Nobody thinks it's fucking cool that all the crazy fucking shit that was going on because of the regime over there for so many years. No one thinks that's good. The same as no one thought it was good that America was being oppressed in the way that we were when we decided to fucking tell the king to fuck off. I don't think not sure that our plight was comparable to something like that, right? For sure it wasn't comparable to what they are facing. If we don't start moving that way, we'll never ever get there. I'm not some fucking utopian fucking nut, but there's always room for improvement. For fuck's sake, when are we going to stop? America should be the last goddamn country doing anything even close to, like, we should I think it's better to be criticized for not doing enough than murdering fucking one kid, one innocent civilian of a country because there's fucking Muslims there, because they're Muslim or whatever. So they don't count. Three-fifths of a person, maybe, Trump thinks. I don't know. It's all, what are we gonna do? What am I gonna do? What are we gonna do to like it's not Trump's not staying forever. However fucked up shit gets with the upcoming election, which we have, I don't know, 212 days or some shit. Trump's not gonna be here forever. And shit is already fucked up beyond repair for a minute. How much worse do we let it get? Yeah. Abear says they're making this far more complicated than it is. They are unaccomplished people, for the most part, that bought into Donald J. Trump's acting like one of them, and they got, yeah, reflected glow. Well, for sure. I don't know. Again, that's something, Abear. I don't think I'm that fucking quick or smart of a guy. I say that honestly. Like, I hope I mean, I do hope that I have what maybe folks would refer to as street smarts a little bit better than average. I don't know. I hope so because I didn't fucking waste any time on book smart. So I hope I fucking was learning something, but I don't see how these motherfuckers could buy into this guy. I and I'm not saying you're wrong. It seems so bizarre that they could think that Donald Trump is one of the fucking just one of the fellas in the locker room grabbing people. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. It's so fucking bizarre though. But for sure, I think oh maybe you guys agree. I mean, a big part of the issue is going to be for whatever length of time we have left with actual democracy and a voting system, a democratic voting system, these folks are going to be, uh, they're going to be making some sort of difference, or they have the ability to help folks that don't give a fuck about them or us make shit really difficult. Trump wants a fucking voter ID thing or the Save Act. You know what I mean? Maybe we should start take making natural born citizens take the fucking citizenship test. I got to be honest with you. It I had never, that shit question always comes up and it was 6 or 7 months ago. I looked it up and took it. I thought I was gonna fall flat on my face. Honestly, you guys, I thought this is gonna be some real questions about how our government works. It was not. It was very easy. I mean, maybe it would be much more difficult to someone that wasn't born here, but still, maybe it'd be more difficult to a Trumper. I don't know. I think it's not just that they can't learn truth, facts, information, retain it and recall it. I don't think they understand. They have common sense. It's like Trump being, and I always say this, however much respect, it's not like I'm poking fun at Trump for having Asperger's, but the dude is without any sort of social cues, right? That's Asper. I mean, he shows no emotion but anger. And I'm not saying everybody with Asperger's has that. That is a fucking key thing, though. He probably only deals with all the public attention and appearances because he's wrecked. He's fucking, you know, on the happy pills. Yeah, Human says our allies hate us. We can start with that. Human says they want to be a certain way and they want to get there by dressing up as something else in full MAGA spin. I don't know how many specific examples you want, but you can point them out as well as me. Yeah. I hope you and A Bear know I wasn't hollering at you. I mean, I was hollering, but not out of frustration or anger for you guys. I don't know. I wish I would have paid a little bit more attention to that Oval Office, the executive order. Did I get it human? Did you fact check me, brother? I'm pretty sure it was something to do with fraud, and I felt like a dipshit, but yeah, I stream the stuff, and you guys know some folks come in and be like, TV, I can't fucking listen to this. I got it on mute, whatever. And that shit never offends me. It's like, I get it. I have ears, big ass ones, and so I start fucking I guess more than I realized. It just I just sit and yap with you guys, and I have the audio up, and I'll catch certain stuff, but yeah, what a fucking maniac, man. Like Vance, I wish I would had, and I could go back and watch it, but like it had, that fucking Oval Office presser today was so off the fucking wall that I need to go back and see how Vance dealt with that because I didn't really pay a motherfucking bit of attention to anything he said other than he was trying to fucking put one of the reporters in place because he kept fucking quoting Vance, and it was in contradiction to whatever Trump's fucking thoughts were on Iran and them getting, and and it's just now it's fucking to the point where it's Trump is like they had a nuclear weapon. They had a nuclear weapon, and if we wouldn't have went in this time, they were going to use it. They would have already probably. I think that's what he said. They would have already had nuked half the world by now if we hadn't went in 17 days ago or so. You did not. You were somewhere else with your lady love. What are you talking about? I don't know, brother. I was talking about the how we're going to deal with the Trumpers and the problems that they have. And then I got rambling about Trump's fucking Oval Office presser today and how hard it must be Even though Vance is a piece of shit, how hard it must be for him to stand there next to him and have to fucking justify what he's saying. Yeah, I agree. Human says deal with them more kindly than they deal with us. Dude, you haven't bet how long we've been knowing each other. It's not a point of pride for me, and I know you're not beating up on me about it, but I don't fucking I struggle with that. I fucking go in fucking head first, man. And I'm not some tough guy. I'm sitting here telling you I'm not a tough guy at all. I'm pissy, though. Yeah, I don't know, but I agree. And, you know, I was thinking about A Bear earlier, just knowing that she could be around at any point, and I know that's terrible that it has to be come to. I don't want to disappoint A Bear, but yeah, I guess that's good keeping each other in check too, right? Yeah, I appreciate that for sure, dude. What you're saying that no matter what, for fuck's sake, we can do better. Always make sure that we're being a little less sarcastic, a little bit nicer than whatever we're fucking facing, right? Because it doesn't help at all for sure. And I don't even fucking think I get anything out of it but aggravation if I start, even if I'm like pulling off some good fucking rips. It's like fucking clowns. All right, you guys have wasted about an hour and 15 minutes. I do have to use the bathroom as human would say AFK ARL, and I'm gonna make a cocktail too, and maybe fucking heat up the nectar collector and fucking do a couple big bags, big dabs of some fucking meth. Steph, what's up, sister? I'll be right back. I wish I had interesting shit to fucking play while I'm gone, but it's not like it's that interesting while I'm here, so. I don't know why, but humans comment maybe says I have things to do too. I'll leave this tap open. Thanks, brother. I appreciate you. Too much time on my hands. What's the line in that? I'm so tired of losing. I got nothing to do and all day to do it. It isn't any wonder I'm not a criminal. Is it any wonder I'm not something or other? Is it any wonder I've got too much time on my hands ticking away, ticking away from me? Taking away too much time on my hands. Too much time on my. How quick was I? I got in a bat. I went down a flight of stairs, started a cocktail. I put wood in the fire, went to the bathroom, did two dabs, and yeah, that's pretty good, I think. I might have to start timing myself. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a bugger. Such a fucking crybaby. If I could just get this second monitor to be an extended monitor instead of a duplicate, but like it fucking runs if I set displays as duplicate displays. But if I extend it so I can have different fucking windows open on each one, it keeps saying the signal isn't strong enough. And I'm like, motherfuckers, how can it vary? I mean, is this laptop not able to fucking power a separate fucking like browser and shit, I guess, for that monitor or separate anything, whatever I'm doing with it? I guess I'm gonna have to play around with this thing. I'm thankful I have a cooling pad for it. I'm pretty sure it would suck the hell out of the juice. If I didn't have it plugged in all the time. Like, no, I can't. Oh, it is 100%. Yeah. Like that fucking a power plug for this laptop, and it says only plug it directly into a wall. Like you can't plug it into a fucking plug block or anything. It will. It'll fucking get hotter than shit. And I had it running whatever last night while I was streaming for a while and then fucked around with it. And the whole time I had it plugged into the wall, and I couldn't believe it. The block was like literally cool to the touch. And the laptop stayed at 100% the whole time. It says you can get 8 hours of nonstop use out of this on the charge. It's like, what do you mean by that? I can have it on with a screensaver for 8 hours because it goes through battery power way faster than that. Like, I don't think I could get, like, if I fucking started this on a full charge, I'd be surprised if I could get 2 hours of streaming out of a charge before it'd start getting down there. No worries, brother. I'm gonna sit here and yap for a while. I'm gonna yap until I'm just sitting here fucking swaying in my chair with very little to say. I mean, I got my desktop. That's why I keep looking this way because I got you guys up on my desktop, but I only have one monitor for it because I thought I'd be able to use it with this lappy. I'm not sure it's making any difference. It's way bigger screen. Huh, this is interesting, maybe. See, and this, for whatever reason, like, maybe some of this shit information I don't want to share with you guys because I don't need anybody fucking picking on me about how after all these years of me doing nothing but fucking being on this shit, I've, I still feel like I'm fucking complete dumb fuck I know I am, about some of the simplest settings. Bank of America has agreed to settle a lawsuit brought on behalf of victims Jeffrey Epstein, who had accused the bank of facilitating his sex trafficking operation. Terms of the deal, which now goes to the court for approval, were not immediately disclosed. March third such settlement by a major bank after J.P. Morgan Chase and Deutsche Bank agreed to pay out 290 million and 75 million respectively. I wonder how many my nose is starting to run. Just wondering how many plaintiffs were. I don't know what his. I'm just fucking throwing darts in the dark, but I'm not sure what Epstein's supposed net worth was at the time of his murder. Um, is it like three to $5 billion or something like that? Well, it's this is saying so. I don't know what the fuck response one. Oh, this is Chat GPT says at the end of his death, at the time of his death, In August 2019, Jeffrey Epstein was estimated to be worth 560 to $600 million. I don't know what to think that other than isn't that low? Rough estimate about 600 million. Estate filings around 578 million in assets. Prosecutors' early estimate at least 500 million. What made up his wealth? His fortune included a mix of cash, investments, high value property. About 380 million in cash and investments, 50 plus $1 million Manhattan townhouse, Palm Beach mansion for 12, New Mexico 17 million, Paris 8 million, two private islands, the Virgin Islands. Why doesn't it tell us what those are worth? Maybe they're just not much value in them at the moment, or ever what like yeah, or maybe I guess I did hear or just catch some story or something a few months ago maybe, and I don't know how old like if this is true that the island sold and how long ago that was, but jewelry, blah blah blah. All right, whatever. $600 million, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't couldn't be sure, but it yeah. Though I still feel like I had heard maybe I had heard that it was in the low billions from an illegitimate source. Darlene, what's up? Cheers to you. I am talking. That's why I do another big reason why I do these streams, human, is I can say fuck the keyboard, brother. I actually tried. I don't know if there is freebies. There probably is, but um I mean I know that you have ease of access on computers and I thought I had tried to work with it, but it's like something you gotta fucking train big time, right? And I'm not so sure that like the fucking Windows, you know, on board or factory installed AI stuff for that is the greatest, right? Like I'm still a little freaked out about the thought of talking to my computer, but I have purposely, which I don't like, I don't, the most I do, and I don't know how all the shit is fucking related, but like I use Sora to create any goofy images that I might need. And then like just now with the asking what Epstein's net value was, or not value, his net worth was at the time of his murder. But so probably a couple times a week, literally, it's not every day by any means. It might be two, three times a week at the most where I'll spend 15 minutes talking with Chat GPT. And lately, when I'm into it, when I'm like fucking doing my research and getting into this shit, I'll sit there and thank it and, you know, be question some of the shit if it's being too vague, because for sure there'll be things that it I forget what it is. I kept what the problem was I kept running into. It just would not fucking tell me. Um, Maybe the situation in Venezuela right after I don't know. It would not. There was some shit. It was like it can't comment as on ongoing situations or some bullshit. I'm not too stressed about me somehow making AI take over the world. So it doesn't really fucking I mean, if somehow me interacting in that way with the shit is making more of my information. Sorry, I find that funny because I don't have any information. Seriously, like if they fucking somehow decided they needed to fucking look at my dumb ass, they'd be like, yeah, whatever. That's too goddamn funny. But aside from that, AI is dangerous as fuck. I just don't think that anything I can do is gonna somehow nurture its evil ways in any sort of way. Human's right though. This place is kind of slow tonight. I took a shower. I fucking did my hair. By hair, I mean one or two that I have up there. Yeah, I see now every time I bend down to fucking or drop my head to tap on my keyboard. You can see how sparse my fucking forest is. Hey, at least I'm not my dad had a comb over. I can't bring it. It's on my desktop. I only have one picture of him on my computer. I think he's wearing a cowboy hat for whatever reason. He was not a cowboy dude. Yeah, Darlene, if you're in the position, which I don't know exactly where you live, honestly. I know you're up close to the bridge or whatever, but like if you have any sort of land or storage available, I'm not saying that I'm not a, you know, I said before, it's like I'm not a prepper guy. Never called myself a prepper because it's just always something we fucking always did anyways because always almost always lived outside the town or city growing up, and my mom was big into that shit. Her and uh her husband uh grew produce that they sold themselves for I don't know 15ish years. She didn't do that stuff while I was at home, but we always had gardens and stuff, right? And she grew up on a farm right in the same area, and yeah, if you got so anyway, it's not like I'm you know some paranoid guy saying, you need to fucking have a underground fucking bomb shelter and 10 fucking years of water and air. Because I mean, but there's nothing wrong with having storing up like growing your food. Growing food, canning it yourself is super fucking easy. It really is. Might have, issues with some, like tomatoes. Those are an easy one to grow and can, and about as good as you can get for being nutritious and vitamins for any sort of vegetable that you can. And if you have the ability to freeze shit, nothing wrong with having, especially for us anyways, having a generator so you can have a deep freezer and put shit away. Yeah. I mean, it's not, you're gonna eat it eventually, so you're still gonna have to deal with fucking the prices of stuff, but like Sonia Zolko used to say, one good habit. Yeah, I was extremely thankful and have been like, so we're the middle of March and we have still, I don't know. It has to be more than 15 pounds of venison in the freezer. I just seen today. It's getting down there to like bottom third of it, but it's just from the bottom third of the freezer up is a lot of good ground venison mixed with pork or beef fat. I think he did some shit where he ground with bacon too, but few roasts. In fact, got the stuff for a venison roast again. We've done this. I don't know. The kid did it a couple. That was the thing. It's like venison is so lean, and it's like I thought. It's sometimes if obviously steaming meat, boiling it. That's not always great, but also slow cooker for whatever reason is basically steaming it, but it's cooking it for so long and clearly a little bit slower. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. I just cannot imagine, could never imagine something. You can just slice into these roasts and there's no fucking fat in them. And you have to wonder how they're able to just cook to where they fall apart. And there's no way in hell you would. I mean, I'm not like some fucking food snob, but I could never, ever care, even, growing up the way I did. I was just, if shit was fucking had any off flavor at all, I was just not into it. Like, I won't eat catfish and that kind of crap, right? Like, so same with like rabbit, it's just a little too much. Wild goose, you know, some shit I can't deal with. And for the longest time, deer was or venison was one of those things, but I think it was just never fucking cooked right and processed, whenever I had it, it was just not done the right way, and it's like me and my kid process everything he fucking shoot so ourselves, and it's like anything that's fucking sketchy gets cooked up for the dogs. Human says Julius Caesar was assassinated March 15th, 44 BC. Darlene says we got 22 inches of snow up here. They closed the Mackinac Bridge last night. Oh, so much ice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it was a super, I'm surprised. We had just gotten into some clearing. clear skies. When it switched over, when the temperatures dropped below freezing, we were under clear skies. So then, you know, an hour or two after the rain, the snow came in. Oops, I'm sitting here fucking leaning off camera. And it was a super fine snow. I don't know if there was any ice on the vehicles or not, but we didn't get very much snow. We got less than an inch of snow, but early this morning, right around sunrise, it was really fine snow. Yeah, I know. I was, because the monitor's way over here. I swear to God, I can fucking sit up straight in my chair. It's it's gonna be a struggle. If you go back to the very beginning of the stream, I think I first get the camera on and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a bit of a clusterfuck again, I'm sure. It's boring, but you would not believe the fucking mess I have going on in front of me right now. That's crazy. You got 22 inches of snow, darling. I feel so. We were supposed to get much more and it didn't fucking happen. I'm like, yes, 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 yes. We're not even supposed to get any more snow out of this, but maybe some flakes. But it's cold. It's like fucking 20 degrees right now, and it's gonna stay like that until sometime early Wednesday morning. It'll be St. Patty's. When is that? Yeah. Oh, it's tomorrow? Yeah, yeah. That's not the 15th though, right? Human? I can't believe it. Like I'm just chilling not way back. I mean, the screen is actually an arm's length from my face, but I can't believe it's picking it up so good. I'm so used to just fucking having that mic and literally in my mouth. I'm smart, I'll figure it out. Oh, the computer situation? Yeah, maybe. I don't know why human. Normally I would think that I would give an Irish some sort of stupid fucking cheesy ass line in my best Irish voice, but I'm not feeling it tonight, lad. Maybe if I drank wee bit more, you know. Besides, I'm Dutch, though I do have Scottish in me. Does that count? Someone in my family had some Scottish in them, so I'm told. One of my grandmothers or great grandmothers. March 17th, huh? So that's gotta be tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yeah, that shit's probably like isn't a big day. Is that a big thing in New Orleans? No, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I don't know. I know there is a cool YouTube feed from whatever the fuck street that is in Ireland, in Dublin. I'll probably never think of the street, but whatever. Yes, I am Dutch, not Irish. I'm mutt. I'm mutt I'm a dumb mutt because for whatever reason, I seem to hang on to the Dutch part of me as dominant for some reason. You wanna know why I am? Because the way I am is because I'm Dutch and Polish, and like I said, look, my mom was Scottish and Polish. I don't know what my dad was pretty much was. We had thick Dutch family on his side. I know both sets of my great grandparents on my dad's side were came from the Netherlands and when they were kids. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm surprised I don't fucking just make the comment stupid Dutch comments nonstop because that's literally how I grew up, man. It was just always, always fucking my dad always beating up on himself and us about being Dutch. You know how you keep a Dutchman busy? Put him in a round room and tell him there's a penny in the corner. Human says he karaoke Green Day, Brain Stew, one St. Patrick's Day, two people in the whole bar got it. That's a cool tune for sure. I like me some Green Day. I'm not like the hugest fan of them, but there's a couple of their songs, one of those bands where it's like that fucking shit kicks ass. Like Welcome to Paradise, Brain Stew is good. Having trouble trying to sleep. Always no progress. Going silent get you nowhere. Information going on. You're nowhere. You're nowhere. Skate punk. Fucking just, it's genius shit. Like, it's just genius shit, man. It's fucking, those motherfuckers knowing exactly what, or having the luxury or the blessing of seriously enjoying what the kind of music that they were probably the best at. Not the best of that music, but that was the best kind of music that they would have been able to write. It fit them. It was natural, just like with Nirvana and whatever. Not to compare Green Day and Nirvana because not even the same ballpark. Sure, that too, human. Yeah, because there's a lot of good bands out there that just, for whatever reason, there was this band I always remember. I seen them in the bar in my hometown. They were from, in the town I grew up with, they were from 20 minutes south, the town I was born in. They were called Black Dandelion, and they're selling cassettes, and I got one, and it was the coolest fucking shit. And it, I was never able to find any of their stuff online. I don't think, possibly one or two songs. I'm not sure. I gotta look again now that I think about it. That's one example. A lot of fucking bands on the lakeshore here in West Michigan that I mean it was fucking hot for punk rock, hard rock, basement bands, garage bands, fucking some of these kids' families had money and they'd rent halls, and it was always like that. Green Day actually played skate park, and you'd have to look it up because I don't know exactly what year it was, but it had to be really fucking it had to be 83, 84, because I think they were getting busy soon after that. But they played a skate park in Ferrysburg, Michigan, which is just some rinky. It was again probably one of those situations where, well, one of the dudes I went to school with, him and an older kid they would rent halls and bring in bands from all over. That's how I seen Death Angel at the fucking oh, what was it called then? Anyways, it was a bingo hall in our hometown, and he brought in Genocide from New Jersey, Death Angel, and then a huge band, guys that I fucking knew and jammed with a lot over the years after that, uh, to do a show. Like they would fucking, because these bands, like fucking, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Genocide. You guys could look up Genocide. They were actually all over the place. The motherfuckers were crazy. I had never seen anything like that. We're in this fucking hall, in bingo hall in my hometown. There's like fucking probably at the most 80, 90, 100 people on the whole grounds and in the building, but about 15 people standing in front of the bands. No stage. They're right on the floor. It was just crazy. Crazy shit. Seeing Death Angel, it was like their song On Board went big or whatever on MTV for a minute, probably a month or two after that show. Those guys are cool as hell too. That dude, that fucking singer for Death Angel, is the singer for Carrie King on Carrie's solo tours and music albums, whatever. I'm not sure. Maybe he has some other vocalists on the recordings, but that dude travels with him, the singer from Death Angel. None of those bands were nothing, but at the same time, they were. Yeah, there you go. Look at Darlene going to town. That's awesome. Darlene says, Genocide Pact. I don't know if it was packed. They were just death metal band performed 2013, known as their. Yeah, this was probably before that. This was 1986. Yeah, there you go. 87 Genocide. Yeah, there you go. New Jersey hardcore punk heavy metal band. I had never seen anything like it. These guys were in fucking spandex like the fucking hair bands, but they were hardcore. This dude, I remember fucking pulling my fucking van up, and it's just me and my best buddy who played bass with me all those years. He pulled our fucking van up. We're going to the back side of the building just to find a parking spot. And some dude's up on the fucking on the loading dock going, back it up over here, telling us to back the fucking van up to load up equipment. We just blew him off. Fucking walk in the back of the stage. Fucking the singer for that band Genocide was just ripping the shit out of his roadie or whatever it was loaded. Been fucking waiting for beer for like 5 fucking hours. Where the fuck have you been? And just, oh man, it's fucking crazy shit. Sorry, silly fucking party stories. But those guys, like Darlene shows there, they were actually, they fucking toured all over hell. But you just it did. I mean, underground was huge, but it wasn't big money. They had a lot of fans, but it just wasn't big money. They were playing in front of they were playing in a bingo hall in front of a bunch of fucking mainly teenagers who had no idea what the fuck they were listening to. Yeah, see, 87, I seen him in about, it was about 86, somewhere's in there. I was driving. I had my hippie band, and that was the first vehicle I had. Jim, what's up, brother? Jim says, well, the world thinks I'm a moron. Did you know I can get a casino on my phone? I must be a moron to require 2730 daily reminders. 27 to 30 daily reminders. Wow. What did you click that you weren't supposed to? I've still been dealing with it, and I was fucking shameless enough to share the story that one day on my fucking computer about a year ago now, I thought I was gonna fucking sign up for some of these fucking free food coupons, and it's been nothing but fucking spam call. I've gotten them whittled down, but it's still about three or four a day. So that's what you get, Jim. You were like, really? If I just answer these three questions, I can get a couple free ice cream cones? Or did you sign up for casino stuff? I know, me and Mrs. V have never been to a fucking casino, and we're like, we're always still willing to go. I like that we're just not in a rush. I mean, they're not far from us, an hour and a half, and I mean, they're all over hell around here. Darlene probably has one or two, maybe close to her. I think Soaring Eagle is, yeah, whatever, Central Michigan University area, little hour and a half, 2 hours northeast of me. Yeah, Gun Lakes, which is probably an hour and a half, 2 hours southeast of me. I would like to try that though. I mean, it couldn't be that dangerous because I don't have any concern about fucking gambling away a bunch of money I don't have. I would probably be more concerned, and I say this joke, I mean, Mrs. V is responsible, but I don't know. I'm not into that shit too much. Jim says, no, it's the damn sultry blackjack dealers with the sad eyes. You know what, Jim? Have you caught the fucking I think it's Vegas Matt, maybe? I want to say Vegas Matt. I don't know. I would not be surprised if you guys, if especially if you're sitting there fucking signing yourself up for a bunch of casino spam. I'm sure you've seen the YouTube channel that these guys will gamble, and I don't know why I find it intriguing because I just never been like a fucking man. This could be the big one, and not saying that Jim is either, obviously, but I'm just giving him hell. Buying lotto tickets or lottery tickets, right? Not saying I haven't scratched lottery tickets before. Never, haven't really done the lotto ever much, but I'm a Dutchman. I mean, it's probably pretty easy for people to believe that. But yeah, I get stuck watching that dude sometimes. Like I was just watching him, I don't know, at 5 o'clock this morning playing. Because when I was still on Facebook, however many years ago, I would fuck around with those those slot machine games. Caesar's Palace, Caesar's Casino, I think maybe it was called. And it was fuck probably 2 years later after playing that shit, you know, all of a sudden you you'd see all these fucking commercials running those same goddamn actual slot machines. I'm like, you're kidding me. I thought it was just some fucking digital. That's how fucking disconnected I am from the whole big fucking elite Vegas thing that Jim takes part of. But yeah, to your point about the sultry blackjack dealers, I agree. The fucking graphics have gotten really good since when we were kids, right? Jim, you remember I was watching a fucking pinball documentary the other day just about the history of the machines, right? And it was pretty decent. I mean, God, they just went through so many, a lot of, it wasn't a bad one, consider it was probably 2 hours long. And it wasn't weighed down. It had a lot of fucking just information, right? Just all these different years and what was it? Bally and fuck, I'll never think of the other one or two big pinball game producers, like in the starting in the, I guess it would have been 50s, 60s. But how they went through phases of being able to have, you know, these cartoon women on the fucking score screen, right? In either full length tight skirts or then maybe, 5 years later, short shorts, and then 8, 9 years after that, they had to fucking tone it back down again, and it's funny. And now they're back to the fucking AI super sultry blackjack dealers that are have what was the issue again? Oh, they're reminding you every. So Jim says he's fucking pissed off about having sultry, I assume female blackjack dealers popping up on your phone 30 times a day. Yeah, Gen Xers traded in the Jay-Z Penney's fucking underwear section for National Geographics. I have never signed up for any online casino. I make my bets the old-fashioned way with people I can berate while collecting or paying. Darlene says pinball evolved from the 18th century. Yeah, there was. If you watch some of those, and I watched a few, and I get hooked up on that kind of shit when I need a fucking break from reality or whatever the fuck you call the fucking shit we're in. It's you know de debatable what the first actual pinball machines were because they had started out for the longest time, like you said, in the 1800s with machines that you would just it would send a ball up and there was no flippers, it would just go down, and if it fell in a hole, you know whatever it was, you'd get a fucking plug nickel or something maybe, or but it got to be because some of the earlier ones before at what we would consider like, I mean, I have to consider pinball, I guess, the first ones with flippers. I don't know. I think flippers came before electric bumpers, but some parts of it were pretty interesting because there was basically two people that developed the whole fucking thing, right? When they decided at some point to, and they were in competition, but used to, you know, it's a fairly. I love boring shit. It's pretty interesting. I mean, the whole fucking history and world history of pinball with flippers and to where it really came to anything like we know now was basically developed by two fellas in competition, friendly competition quite often with each other for decades. But it was held up early on before really actually pinball. I don't know if there's any issues with it being considered gambling um, when it was actually turned into any sort of electronic pinball. But yeah, yeah, I always do the Michigan documentaries for sure. I need to get my shit together. I keep telling Mrs. E, it's like we just got to go out for a cruise once a week for a few hours and start wherever, Holland. Just fucking drive up the lakeshore, and I already know so much, just general knowledge about anywheres from fucking Holland, Michigan to Muskegon, Michigan, which is I don't know how far that might be, 30ish plus miles. All the state parks, the fucking dunes. Like I feel like PJ Hoffmaster State Park and the Gillette Nature Center there, it's like home. I'd been there so many times. Like every fucking public school in our along the lakeshore would go there for school uh trips, right? And then I went with so many of my kids multiple times. And me and Mrs. B go there to for the beach because it's not a long walk. I don't know, 10 minutes ish through the dunes to get to a more secluded beach than the campground down the fucking road. Go north to the land of Cornish pastry. Well, I'd have to do it, I'm kind of an ass about this shit. Like, honestly, I feel like, because I haven't spent much time on the east side of the state along the lake there, right? Uh, but I've been on the west side of Lake Michigan several times, and it's a fucking rocky mess, and that's just what I assume. Like West Michigan, seriously, like all the way from Chicago all the way up to the bridge where Darlene's at, and then you could go either direction. But if you go west, it's amazing. If you go straight through the UP up to Marquette and get to Lake Superior beaches, then you can go either direction, and it's amazing. Yeah, I say all the time, and it's not like I've traveled all over hell, but I'm not sheltered. And West Michigan is just amazing. I didn't appreciate it. I don't think I fully appreciated it. And I remember a girl I dated always like, I just recall her saying once, every once in a while, just like how great it is to live where we do and all that. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it's cool. And it is. And I think more so I love it now because it's like the Great Lakes are a motherfucking gem and a treasure and uh, something that should be valued in the utmost ways by the whole world, right? I mean, there's only one Great Lakes in the world, and though it's not the largest freshwater liquid freshwater body, it's like the second or third, and then you have the ice caps, but it's an astounding it's I grew up here, so I guess I wasn't knocked back by it until I was old enough to remove my head from my rectum and realize, and I'm good with it. Like, you tell people you live in West Michigan, and they're like, that's like a fucking Midwest place or something, isn't it? And rather than think we're just full of fucking cornfields or not, which we ain't, it's quite amazing place. I mean, especially where I'm at, we're always in the top 10 fucking snowiest places in the country every fucking year. Plus, we get 90-degree temperatures, 250, 300-foot dunes, wide, fine, clean, white sand beaches, mountains north of here, like where Darlene. It really is. I mean, if you could if you like flew into Chicago, spend a night fucking eating some good food and digging some blues, and then spent the next week, which I did what me and my sister did with my grandparents, circled the Lake Michigan. But if you just cruised up the fucking Michigan shoreline up and got across the bridge, and then, you know, there really ain't a lot in what Wisconsin. It's not. It's beautiful, but it's fucking rolling hills, right? It's fucking dairy land. Yeah, I never spent a bunch. Yeah, I mean, GR is our like. I guess I'm not a big city night. Like whenever I was traveling for like Hooters, and whenever I was whatever getting around we would do when I was playing. Uh, I enjoyed whatever I could about being in any sort of bigger city environment, but yeah, absolutely. There's just nothing special about Grand Rapids at all, really. I mean, it's got the Grand River running through it, and done. And Jim, you probably remember the fucking Grand River raft race. WLAV, man, they were the fucking like classic rock state. I don't know if they would have even been called classic rock back then. It was just rock station. That was some wild shit. Yeah, I mean, Grand Rapids isn't a fucking dive of a city. It has its bad sections like any city, but you know, there's mostly money all the way from, as you know, from the lake shore through Kent County there where Grand Rapids is at. And Ted Couch, who you guys know also, he's just down the road from me. And I want to say he's a little bit west of Kalamazoo or something, or right in Kalamazoo. Not far anyway, same area. Oh, the Grand Hotel, yeah, on Mackinac Island. Yeah, still, I think the biggest, largest, or longest hotel front porch or whatever you would call it, 128 feet or some shit in the country, maybe in the world, I don't know. No motorized vehicles or no gas powered vehicles. I'm not sure that. I just seen like I like watching these fucking I was watching somebody that isn't from Michigan and they were a sportsman. I'm not into that shit much, but just came up to fucking camp and live in a fucking tent and was out on the Marquette Beach every fucking day fishing, living in a tent in the fucking and just downpours and shit's crazy. It's like, yeah, I don't love being a sportsman that much. I mean, catching fish is cool. Catching big fish, I guess, is cool. But it does, yeah. I think I've only been to the island twice, both times as a kid. Been through Mackinac City, you know, countless times. I mean, sitting here right now, I have vivid memories of the last trip I got through with my grandparents, just me and my sister, stopping right under the bridge there and getting fudge and some t-shirts. Oh, 600 foot front porch. Yeah, yeah. What'd I say? 120 feet? Maybe I meant 120 meter, 28 meters or something. It's probably still that close, is it? Yeah, that's like back in the day, like it would have been 89 when was my first restaurant job at the Grand Isle Marina, right on the drawbridge there on the Grand River. Right at the mouth of the Grand River before it comes out to Lake Michigan, right? And it was that kind of like everything was that kind of feel in that restaurant. It was whatever they considered casual fine dining. So I can never say that I did official like just full on fine dining, but that's what it was. I did fuck it. I made Caesar salads table side for a minute. That was pretty crazy. Can you imagine a 19-year-old me with fucking all 12, 14, 16 inches of my hair stuffed up under a chef's cap, 19 years old, out there fucking oh, making fucking Caesar salads all dressed in white. Jesus Christ, that's a trip. Then fucking scrubbing the kitchen afterwards, having the hot ass fucking bartender that was I don't know, 6, 7, 8ish years my senior, feeding me alcohol every night. Man, those were the times. That's where I seen Beatlemania. All right, you guys, you've wasted another perfectly good 2.5 hours. I appreciate you. One stream down with the laptop. I might switch monitors and see if that one will fucking allow me to extend my monitors so I can get back to fucking. I like this streaming in 1080 though. I do. It really does. Other than the sun's coming. The sun's coming, and then I won't be. I promise I won't be so white. The fucking bags and the fucking purple eyeballs will still be there, but whatever. You guys are the ones that have to look at me. I don't, you don't have to look at me, but I don't have to look at me either. So, but when you hang out and spend your time here, I appreciate you. I do. Because as you can see, it's like it's is it should I go so far as to say it's therapy? Fucking Darlene has been on top of her shit. I appreciate the fucking quick summary of genocide there from New Jersey and confirming that what did I say? So it would have been 40 years or so ish. Yeah. Well, I would have been 16 or 17. I got my license when I was shortly after I turned 16. Human, thanks to you. And Jim Wedge, who the hell else was here? Some other people. Josh was here, I think. A Bear was here. Kate was here. Kate Freelander, not Kate Broom. All Kates are all Kates matter. Be Nice was here. She was in first. So you guys need to be getting your shit together. Cause B always be beating you. All right. Be good. Like I said, thank you for your time. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks to the folks that just lurk and listen. I don't know. I wonder like the chat is interesting. I don't necessarily think that it's like, wow, people are interested enough, even though, look, I get it. I mean, there's no chats that I won't go in and talk because for whatever fucking reason, as you can see, it's a gift. Running my fucking mouth is a gift, or I'm gifted, but either way. You guys' time is the most important thing, so I appreciate you spending here. It really does mean a lot. I mean, if you're fucking sitting here, even saying something or not saying something for 2.5 hours of your day, cheers to you. All right, be good. TV2 out. Man, I wish I had some music for you. Human, can you fucking take us out with that song? If Trump was only a mere douche canoe, Trump was only a mere douche canoe. I tell you what he'd do. He'd take that fucking dickweed Hegseth and blow the shit out of some shit.